A group of cyclists just returned home to Austin. They rode in the Mascots Texas 4000 for cancer. News 8's Amy Hadley spoke to the group about what kept them spinning all the way to Alaska.
Have you ever wondered how long it takes to ride your bicycle from Austin to, oh, say, Anchorage, Alaska? Probably you haven't, but these riders certainly know how long that takes and how grueling it is. What is it, 70 days? So, Mercedes, I can only imagine that a 10-week bicycle ride where you're riding every day, right? Did you ever skip a day?
We have days off, but they're scheduled, and within the 70 days, we'll have anywhere from like 7 to 9 days off usually.
Okay.
But we know when they're coming, and they're usually
very much anticipated.
Welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We need some time off.
So how do you pack for a ride from Austin to Alaska?
Every rider was supposed to really limit what they were taking. We only had so many vehicles that were going as our support vehicles, and there was only so much space, and so, you know, at 4 a.m. the night before you're leaving, everyone's just sitting there wondering what, you know, couple of outfits they are even allowed to take. But the weather ranges very drastically, anywhere from 20 degrees to 110, and so it was challenging packing for that.
And to get everything in the allowed duffel bag size.
Right, exactly.
So lots of hills along the way. I'm sure there were two routes, right? The coastal route and the Rockies route.
That's right.
And which one did you take, Jordan?
I did the Sierra route.
Okay. And were there days that you wondered just how am I going to make it through this day, and you kind of think to your motivation?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the long mileage days are days with a lot of climbing. You know, you really have to find your focus. And the last 2 years, our organization has been given these great little mascots by cancer patients. In 2006, Brendan Farmer gave a polar bear and a penguin to that team and said that he would like to see them meet in Alaska. So they carried one in each route all the way up to Alaska. And then
How
this
old
year,
was he? He was pretty young, right?
he was 6, and this year a 3-year-old boy suffering from neuroblastoma gave us Fredbird, the St. Louis Cardinals, his favorite team, his favorite baseball team. He gave us their mascot to ride with. So every mile Fredbird did all the way up to Anchorage, Alaska. And you know, that's we having that on the bike each mile really it brings back the focus of what you're doing and gives you the motivation to get over the mountain or whatever it is that you're climbing.
For sure. And Fredbird will be returned to Carson tomorrow at your tribute, right?
That's right, yeah, that's right. Tomorrow at the tribute, his family will be presented with the Fredbird. So
he's actually battling cancer right now and in the hospital, I believe, so
that's right, yeah.
Can't come to the actual tribute. Now, those kinds of stories certainly got you up the hill, Jordan. Jeffrey, what kind of personal impact does it have to do such a long, grueling ride, but then to have in your mind and on your heart that whole time such a heavy issue?
Right. The thing is you know, that's one story and that's one day, and we heard probably 5 of those stories every day for 70 days. So it's a very challenging ride, but at the same time, that's what makes it so rewarding. And at the same time, a bit frustrating, though, to admit. It just makes you realize how big of an issue cancer is and how pervasive it is. And so it makes us feel really good that we're out there trying to do what we can so that families in the future hopefully won't have to battle the same things as people as Brendan and Carson's families.
Absolutely. And there are certainly moments of encouragement along the ride. I know there was a couple from San Antonio that they ran into in their RV, right? They were driving an RV up to Banff, Alaska, is that right? And they offered to buy them a meal on their next stop and had barbecue imported from Texas for all of these 40 riders on their way up to Alaska in support of cancer. Amy Hadley, News 8 Central Austin.
The cyclists will take part in a welcome home celebration tomorrow night. For more on the group and their goals, check out Texas4000tribute.com.